Hello everyone, I'm very excited to share that we have completed our playlist on Gemini Code Assist. In this series, we have discussed a lot of things around Gemini Code Assist. So let me quickly share with you for those who have not watched it. You can go to this playlist and watch all the videos. It's a very small course and it's a very good beginner level course. And you will learn everything you need to know about like how vibe coding can be a good help for you while creating an application, right? So let me quickly share the playlist that we have built so far. So you can go to my channel and then you can look for this playlist, Gemini Code Assist Mastery. And in this playlist, we have discussed about like difference between the IDE and CLI, right? And then we built a full stack application using the Gemini Code Assist CLI. Post that, we discussed about the CLI overview, the command line interface. And then we did the project setup, and when we built the first version of our app, then the different features in the app. Then we also discussed about like how we can do the UI improvements, and then we also did very interesting thing where we took a screenshot from Dribble and tried to replicate our UI according to a Dribble screenshot. Then we learned how we can do testing and generating tests with Gemini CLI. We learned complete version control using the Gemini CLI. Then we learned about a very interesting concept called what is MCP, right? This is a very basic video on what MCP is and how you can configure MCP inside the Gemini CLI, right? And finally, we built a complete full stack application using Gemini, but this time we used only the Code Assist extension inside the VS Code using the agent, right? Using the agent. And we saw that we don't actually need Gemini CLI there, but the reason I taught you a lot about Gemini CLI is because if you're an engineer, most of the time you'll be working with command line interface and all those things. But if you're just building an application, you can just you are good with Gemini Code Assist extension in your code editor. And finally, I talked about like what is Gemini MD file means and what does it have in context to the project. Like it stores a lot of things and helps the Gemini extension or the Gemini CLI to take this file as context and my prompt as context, and together think about like what you are going to be building, right? And then finally, I shared my workflow, my tips to vibe code any project in Gemini, right? So I discussed like my tips and tricks on how you can go about vibe coding Gemini and what workflow, what tech stack I actually use to go about building it, right? So this was about that, and with this we conclude this course. I haven't talked about many advanced concepts in Gemini Code Assist or the CLI part, and the reason for that is because we want to discuss the concepts remain the same around vibe coding, and we'll discuss this in our next course where we'll discuss about a cursor, which is the most popular IDE right now in terms of building full stack apps or using AI assistant to help you in coding. Okay, so that is it for this video. This was a very short video. Just wanted to actually congratulate myself as well that I completed this course, and you have been till here. Then definitely watch this video, at least my tips to vibe code any project in Gemini, and try building some projects and comment like what you have built. Okay, so we'll stop here and I'll meet you in my next course, which is on cursor for beginners. Bye.